Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Hello again, Catherine Tobin here, and this is my submission for the second video on the discussion board. The species that I have chosen to cover in this video is Australopithecus afarensis. Here are a few illustrations of what we believe Australopithecus afarensis to have looked like. The first question is, where was the fossil or fossils from this species found? The four areas in which the fossils of this species have been found are all in East Africa. They are Laetoli in Tanzania, and then Adar, Corsidora, and Dakika in Ethiopia. The second question is whether any of the fossils from this species are famous or well-known skeletons representing the species. There are three partial skeletons that are known from the species: an adult male from Corsidora, a 3-year-old child now thought to be female and nicknamed Salam from Dakika, and Lucy from Adar, which is probably the most well-known. Lucy is an adult female that is 40% complete. She gets her name from the crew celebrating their finding by playing the Beatles song, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Finally, there are the Laetoli footprints that were discovered, and which I will talk about in just a little bit. The third question is, who found the fossils and how old was the fossil dated? Australopithecus afarensis is believed to have roamed the planet 3.6 to 3 million years ago. The skull of the child mentioned before was found by Zarasaneh Alam-Seged and his team and is believed to be 3.3 million years old. Lucy was found by Donald Johanson and Tom Gray in 1974, and using argon-argon dating, she is thought to be just less than 3.18 million years old. The Laetoli footprints were found by team members led by paleontologist Mary Leakey and Paul Abel and are thought to be 3.6 million years old. Question 4 asks for the estimated brain size or cranial capacity of this hominid. The cranial capacity is between 430 and 500 cubic centimeters, which indicates it had a small brain closer to that of an ape's, or about 1/3 the size of a modern human brain. The fifth question is, what does the anatomy of the hominid suggest about the style of locomotion? What features on the fossil indicate or suggest a particular style of locomotion? Although Lucy helped researchers find that the species was bipedal, it was the adult male found in Corsidora that was between 1.5 and 1.7 meters tall, or 5 to 5.5 feet, that with his skeleton and limb bones, his form of movement was similar to that of modern humans. The phalanges from Lucy's skeleton are equivalent to the same length as modern humans, but they are somewhat curved, which is closer to pre-Australopithecines. This curvature suggests that there was potentially some locomotion through trees or arboreal locomotion using the hands. Since the curvature is not as extreme as gorillas, this suggests that the Australopithecus afarensis had increased adaptability to walk on their two legs, but could still move through the trees when it was needed. Finally, the Laetoli footprints mentioned before were where two members of this species walked through wet volcanic ash, which was wet carbonatite, and dried into a hard rock substance. The trail of these footprints is around 88 feet long, and there are 70 impressions. These imprints had three main characteristics of bipedalism: round heels, double arches, front to back and side to side, and non-divergent big toes. The spacing of these footprints show that they had a smaller stride, which matches up with the shorter limbs found in other fossils of the species. The final question is, what do scientists believe the diet of this hominid might have been, and how might this information tell us something about the environment in which they lived? The larger mandibles that are found in the fossils of Australopithecus afarensis suggest an increased use of the jaws in chewing. This species has smaller canines than earlier species, and the upper tooth rows are parabolic rather than parallel, which is more like modern humans. While it is believed that they ate soft, sugar-high fruits more often than not, their tooth size and shape shows that they were also able to eat hard and brittle foods. This probably occurred whenever fruits were unavailable to eat during different seasons of the year. Overall, their diet is believed to have been plant-based, which includes leaves, fruits, seeds, roots, and nuts, but they potentially also ate insects and small vertebrates like lizards. The wear shown on their teeth shows that their diet was much more varied than that of earlier Australopithecines. This shows that they lived in various habitats that included forest, woodlands, and open country. Because of this, it was around this time that hominids became much more successful in adapting to and exploiting new habitats. That is all for this video. I hope that you have learned some interesting facts about Australopithecus afarensis and that you have a great weekend. Bye.